welcome to the final episode of Wired to Hunt 2012. We've had a super exciting season, and December really hasn't been any different. And it got kicked off the weekend of December 15th when Josh and my dad came down for a weekend hunting trip at the farm. Welcome to camp, Dad. Say something. Don't just awkwardly smile.
I am excited to be here. I am ready. I'm shooting a deer, Mark. I'm just telling you, I'm shooting a deer.
Now, as much as I love big deer and I like shooting bucks, hunting season isn't just about that stuff that happens out in the woods. It's also about the good times with family and friends. And having Josh and my dad down for the weekend was really all about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a little bit of both. Okay, two different types of season.
We were just having a really good time together. We got to spend quality time telling stories, eating good food, playing with the dog.
Good boy.
Just doing that kind of stuff that hunting season camaraderie is all about. Not only that, we got to shoot our guns, get sighted in, and I was even able to get the guys to help me set up my new redneck hunting blind. And really, an incredible blind. It took a little bit of work to get it up, but it's going to be something that I'll be able to use for many years to come. So that was a great accomplishment in itself. But we didn't just mess around in the house and whatnot. We also did a little bit of hunting.
Down here on Mark's farm, doing a late season muzzleloader hunt. We are on doe patrol tonight, hoping that Josh will get a chance at a doe. Maybe one of the bucks I haven't seen out here, so it's gonna be fun. I'm filming him, but if the chance for a second deer comes up, I'll take a shot too.
So we hunted that first day and a half of the weekend, but no one had any luck. So that took us to the last evening of the weekend. And it was actually the last hunt for Josh's entire season. The last chance he had for his first deer.
So I started hunting with Mark back in high school. I moved away for college for about 5 years, and I just didn't really get the opportunity to go hunting much. And I came back home after I finished school, and Mark was back in my ear again about getting out into the woods and going hunting. And I said, why not? And he hooked me up with some of his old gear, an old bow, and really got me back into it. That was about 3 years ago now, and I've been hunting hard with him for the last couple of years, and I just haven't been able to put it all together yet. So I'm still looking for my first deer this season, and I really thought I'd have a good chance this year with his new farm that he was on, and we'd done some work together on it in the summer, and things were looking good for 2012, and we had some great encounters, some close calls this year, but like I said, just weren't able to put it all together yet. It was the evening of December 16th, and I headed out to Mark's best tree stand on that farm. It's in between a bean field and a nice big food plot with Whitetail Institute winter greens. Just a great spot. Mark saw so many deer in there, so I was really looking forward to getting out there and seeing if I'd have any luck my last night hunting of the year. And I got set up about 3:15ish and got settled in, and things kicked off pretty quick.
And I'm sitting right about where I saw the two deer come out this morning. So if they do that again, I should be in a good spot to be able to take one. I'm only sitting about, 200 or 300 yards from where I was this morning. But like I said, this is his best stand, so I keep my fingers crossed to get it done tonight. So we'll see what happens.
Messing around on my phone, and I look up, and there's a doe standing in the middle of the bean field right in front of me. And I was planning on taking a doe that night. I was planning on taking really the first deer that came into range, and I got lucky enough that there was a buck following her into the field.
Josh just shot a deer.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm shaking so bad. He's freaking dead right there. Oh my God, that happened so fast. Oh man. Oh my God. It's 3:45. I got set up. At 3:15. There's a dead book right there, baby. Woo!
And it all kind of happened so quick. I don't really remember everything that happened. He started walking into the middle of the field and he gave me a nice, almost broadside shot. And I put my crosshairs on his shoulder and pulled the trigger and.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He didn't run 20 yards, didn't make it out of the field, and piled up on the edge of the bean field. And this all happened before 4 o'clock. He was dead. So it just all happened so quick.
No, please answer, he's not answering. Big buck down, baby. I can't believe that. Dude, I'm serious, he's laying dead right in the field right here. Alright, I just got down on my tree stand. I'm gonna go get my hands on him. Reloaded the muzzle loader just in case. And I'm gonna go take a peek at him. Oh man. This is a dandy. Wow. Just speechless right now, I don't even know what to say. Whew. Wow. Illegal. Man, what a first buck.
It was a very successful night. Last night for me to hunt this season, and we were able to put it all together. Got this big boy. Check out. Man, this guy's eating good, huh? So after all the close encounters I had over the last couple years, it was a great feeling knowing that it all came together and I was able to shoot my first buck. My last night of the year that I had to hunt. It was just a culmination of a lot of hard work and time put into getting started hunting and really learning more about the sport and about deer, and there's just so much that goes into it that I had no idea about before. So it's just a great way and a great feeling to end the 2012 season with some really good success.
So right there, my season could have been done and I would have been thrilled. I was absolutely pumped that Josh killed his first deer. But there was still some time left, so I headed back out hunting.
Saturday morning, just before, a couple days before Christmas. We're out here in my redneck hunting blind. It's my first time being able to use it since we put it up last weekend. It's really nice. It is mid to low 20s right now. 25-mile-an-hour winds. Absolutely frigid outside. But I'm in here right now, nice and cozy warm. I'm actually out here also with my nephew Elliot, who's out here hopefully gonna see some deer. He's been looking for me. So we're gonna hunker down out here for another hour or so and hopefully see some deer come in. It's gonna be a fun morning.
I finally got down to my last 2 hunts of the season. I still hadn't had a doe down, and it was getting down to the wire. So I headed back to Old Faithful, my wintergreens food plot, got in the tree stand, crossed my fingers, and tried not to get snowed in.
Alright, well it is, I believe December 29th. It's the evening, probably around 3:30. And I snuck back to my best stand again. You know, I've hunted this a good bit now this year, but I'm at the point that I'm, not too worried about putting too much pressure on the spot because the season's just a couple days away from being done. Again, we're sitting on my wintergreens food plot. It's got all sorts of brassicas and turnips and stuff in there, and the deer are just killing it right now. 3 days ago, I hunted about 500 yards down on another food plot, but with my binoculars I could see this one, and it was just getting pounded by deer. There's probably 25 different deer in here. So today I decided to sneak in here. It's snowing pretty good. It's been snowing all day, and I think the deer are really going to be moving. So I brought my bow in, and maybe we'll get lucky and one of those big bucks will sneak out for a little bit of food. If not, I'm going to take a doe so that I can get some food and fill that freezer. No one's hunted here in 2 weeks, not since Josh killed his buck back here, so hopefully the deer are feeling comfortable back here and we'll get some movement during the daylight. So cross my fingers, we're down in the last couple days here, so hoping we can pull off a miracle here in the last couple days.
Meh. Meh.
Big doe down. I just smoked that doe. And she went down about 30 yards from where I hit her. I got 2 words on my mind right now. Venison jerky. This nice doe here is gonna make some great summer sausage. Jerky. I'm gonna take the tenderloin, cut it into little bits, put a jalapeno, some cream cheese, wrap it all in bacon and grill that up. That is gonna be good. I'm getting hungry just looking at this doe laying over here.
Alright, we're here with my doe I killed last night. Recovered last night after dark, so we want to get some video today in the daylight. But shot her in my Whitetail Institute wintergreens food plot. She ran 20-30 yards and dropped. It was about a 30-yard shot with my bow. She was slightly quartering too. I got high on my side, but came down, hit the back lung real well, and you can see the exit wound right back here. So double lunged her, and she went right down. So just really happy. We got meat for the freezer. It's a great doe. My property here has a serious overpopulation of doe, so we need to take a few more off before the season's done. So this is a great way to end the season, and I'm just very thankful and excited to start having some venison backstraps. So I had my doe in the freezer, and I was a happy guy. I thought my season was through, but on New Year's Eve, just 2 days later, Corey wanted to head out for one more hunt. So I figured, why not? I saddled up, head back to the tree stand for the final hunt of 2012.
Got 2 does about 300 yards away, heading west. Hoping they might be heading towards that soybean field where Corey's hunting. I just got a shot at another doe here. Second one in 3 nights in this stand. But they're just really hitting this food plot real hard right now. And I just waited till I had a shot at one of the better does. I believe that's my deer laying right there.
Alright, we just recovered my doe. It is New Year's Eve, so my last chance for a deer in 2012, and got her down. Shot her about 40-50 yards south of here on my wintergreens food plot, and she ran a little ways and dropped right here. Wasn't my best shot I've ever had, hit her low back, but it got the job done, so I'm thankful for that, and we've got venison in the freezer. So I'm a happy guy, and it is a great way to end the 2012 season. So, second doe in 3 days, and I'm gonna have a full freezer. Now I'm ready for 2013. So Josh shot his first buck, and I killed 2 does in 2 hunts. I really didn't think that our season could end any better, but that changed when I got a phone call from Ross on New Year's Day.
So it's January 1st, and finally got some luck tonight. Got a nice buck. Fortunately, I didn't have my camera tonight. Between my wife Kendall, Peter, and I, we've had some pretty tough hunting this late season. Bucks have been hard to come by. So decided just to leave the camera back tonight and just kind of enjoy the sit, and go figure, a decent buck comes through. So a little bummed about that, but it was a pretty exciting hunt. So luckily Peter came in to help with the drag and brought his camera so we could get a little bit of video of him. But on the way in, bumped a bunch of does. It was ridiculous. So I was pretty disappointed about that. Got up in the stand and didn't really expect to see much, but had some does come through along the trail in front of me. Looked a little spooky, like something was bothering them, maybe like a coyote, I thought, but 5 minutes later another doe came through, and then behind her was this guy. So came through at like 10 yards. I wish I had my bow, because it would have been an absolutely easy shot. So I stopped him and shot him, and it was a nice way to make up for that buck I lost earlier in bow season, which was pretty disappointing. So it's a good way to end my year and start the new year. So pretty excited, and now I'm glad Peter's here so he can help drag a little more.
So there you have it. The 2012 season ended on an incredibly high note. And that was the story of our year, really. We had an awesome year, and it's one that I don't think any of us will ever forget. Now, as great as it was, I don't think it would have been possible without the help of our partners. It was an amazing opportunity to be able to share our stories with you, and we couldn't have done it without these guys. So I want to take a minute here to thank our incredible partners: Trophy Ridge, Wicked Tree Gear, Whitetail Institute, Sitka Gear, Redneck Blinds, Big and J, Cabela's, Gore-Tex. Thank you to our partners for really helping us bring this story to life. And thank you to all the viewers. It's been a pleasure to be able to share our stories, and I hope you enjoyed it. So we're pretty excited for what 2013 has in store, and I hope you all stay wired to hunt.
I'm
What?
not perfect mechanically. I have no idea.
The roast is probably compound. Don't break my camera.